Okay, we back. I don't have to remake this video. I'm on to it now. Okay, I'm focused. So basically, today I just want to talk about the ego and what I'm learning about it. So basically, so far I'm learning how to distinguish and decipher the difference between my intuition and my ego. Um, my ego comes with chaos, confusion, negativity, self doubt, self hate, self harm, mentally and emotionally. Now, my intuition is the first thing that comes to my head, and it comes with uplifting me to do better. It's positive. The thoughts are positive. The thoughts are never negative with my intuition. I feel like my intuition is my true guidance um within me. And also what I learned about the ego was today that when you indulge in the thoughts that your ego sends to your brain, you dim the light, you dim your light and the fire within you that needs to stay bright in order for your creativity to flow, in order for you to stay rooted within yourself, in order for your energy to stay high, in order for you to stay in a high level flow state and frequency within yourself, within your energy. Um, and it can also cause you to shift from your new identity that you're creating, from your original blueprint, from you growing into being sad, angry, flowing with rage and resentment towards past events that have already passed and don't even exist. It exists, but you don't align with anymore. You can't resonate with it no more because that's not who you want to be. That's not the energy that you want to flow from. So I'm learning to, oh, and it can also cause you to want to control everything around you when really when really you can only control yourself. You cannot control others and their decisions and their thoughts and their judgments or whatever the fuck you're trying to control. You can't control none of that. You can't control people. The only person you can control is yourself. And when I caught myself indulging in my ego's thoughts in real time, I felt that shift within me. I went from happy to sad. I went from happy to being filled with anger and rage that was from the fucking past. Things that I've already pretty much dealt with and worked on within myself and pretty much kind of put to bed. But what I wasn't doing was actually sitting down with my ego and identifying the difference between good thoughts and bad thoughts. My ego had me trapped to where I was just operating from all the negative things that happened in my past instead of focusing on what I want for myself now, the person that I want to return to, the person that I was when I was born, before I even got here, my soul's purpose. Um, so yeah. And then I've been craving spicy foods, and those spicy foods are basically in connection with the fire that is lit within me that has a desire to change and has the desire to be pure. I mean, to come back to being pure and full of love and authenticity and not self-hatred. So yeah, hold on one second. Had to make sure I was still recording. But yeah, basically that's what I've learned so far. And I'm just seeing that all I have to do is really just give my ego a hug and give it space to just be. But don't indulge in the thoughts. Just give it space to just be and express itself and just observe the thoughts that your ego is sending through to your brain. Period. Observe it, work on it, come up with a solution for it. Sit down and figure out how can you fully process and transmute this negative energy, all this negativity that your ego is carrying. Period. How can you release this anger and this rage? What's the deeper meaning behind it? So yeah, just building a better relationship really within myself before I try to build a relationship with anybody else out with anybody else and anything outside of me. Is what's going to really get me to where I want to be, which is back to my original blueprint. Me being my own muse, me loving myself unconditionally, without judgment, without force, without comparing myself to others. So yeah, that's all I got to say.